In the mystical realm of Asgard, a place where gods and magic coexisted, there lived a being unlike any other. Loki, the god of mischief, was both adored and feared by his fellow deities. He was known for his cunning tricks and ever-changing forms, and he had a reputation for turning the most solemn of events into moments of chaos. As the youngest son of Odin, the All-Father, and Frigga, the All-Mother, Loki was the misfit of the family. He was different from his strong and honorable brother Thor, and he often felt out of place in the grand halls of Asgard. But Loki had a wit and charm that were unmatched, and his pranks were as legendary as his cunning. One day, while the gods of Asgard were gathered for a great feast, Loki's mind hatched a plan that would outdo all his previous tricks. He had heard a rumor about a powerful artifact hidden deep within the heart of the realm. The rumors spoke of a magical amulet that could grant the wearer unimaginable power, a power that could even rival that of Odin himself. This amulet was said to be guarded by a fearsome dragon, and its location was known only to the most ancient beings in Asgard. Loki couldn't resist the allure of such a prize. He decided that this would be his most audacious and daring prank yet. He would retrieve the amulet, wear it in front of the gods, and make them believe he had surpassed Odin in power. The very thought of it made him chuckle with glee. But Loki knew that to accomplish this feat, he would need help. He approached his most trusted friend, Sigyn, a fellow mischief maker and a shapeshifter like himself. She was a sly, silver-haired goddess who could take the form of any creature or person she desired. "Loki, what's this plan of yours?" Sigyn asked, her eyes gleaming with curiosity. "I've heard of a treasure that would put all my previous pranks to shame," Loki replied, grinning. "It's an amulet of unimaginable power, guarded by a dragon. I need your help to retrieve it." Sigyn's eyes widened in surprise. "You want to steal an amulet guarded by a dragon? That's madness, even for you." Loki shrugged. "Where's the fun in playing it safe, Sigyn? Besides, imagine the look on Odin's face when I reveal the amulet in front of everyone." Sigyn couldn't help but laugh at the thought. "All right, I'm in, but we'll need a plan. We can't just waltz into the dragon's lair." Loki nodded. "Of course, my dear Sigyn. First, we need to find the amulet's location. I've heard that Heimdall, the guardian of the Bifrost, knows all the secrets of Asgard. We'll have to persuade him to reveal the dragon's lair." The two mischievous deities set off to the observatory, where Heimdall kept watch over the realms. Heimdall, a tall and imposing figure with eyes as sharp as a hawk's, was surprised to see Loki and Sigyn. "What brings you here, Loki?" Heimdall asked. "We seek your assistance," Loki said, feigning a polite smile. "We've heard rumors of a powerful amulet hidden within Asgard, and we wish to retrieve it. We thought you might know where to find it." Heimdall's gaze did not waver, and he spoke with an air of wisdom. "The amulet you speak of is a dangerous artifact, Loki. I cannot simply reveal its location to you." Loki's grin widened. "But Heimdall, you have the knowledge of all the realms at your fingertips. What harm could it do for us to borrow a little of that knowledge?" Heimdall considered for a moment and then relented. "Very well, I will help you. But in return, you must promise that the amulet will be kept safe and not misused." Loki and Sigyn both nodded in agreement, though Loki's mischievous eyes hinted at ulterior motives. Heimdall shared the location of the dragon's lair and warned them of the dangers they would face. Loki and Sigyn set out on their journey, disguised as a pair of noble travelers. As they reached the lair, the stench of sulfur filled the air, and the ground trembled beneath them. The dragon, a colossal, serpentine beast with scales as hard as steel, guarded the amulet. With their wit and cunning, Loki and Sigyn managed to distract the dragon by taking on the form of two smaller, playful dragons. As the real dragon chased after them, they sneaked into the lair and found the amulet hidden in a pile of treasure. The amulet was a radiant jewel, pulsating with otherworldly energy. Loki couldn't resist the temptation and placed it around his neck. He felt the surge of power coursing through him, and he couldn't help but chuckle with delight. As Loki and Sigyn made their way back to Asgard, they couldn't help but wonder if the amulet had truly made Loki more powerful, or if it was simply a clever trick. The uncertainty only added to the excitement of their prank. When they returned to Asgard, they found the gods still gathered for the feast. Odin sat on his throne, while Thor and the others feasted and celebrated. Loki and Sigyn entered the hall, and all eyes turned to them. "Loki, where have you been?" Thor asked, "and what is that amulet you wear?" Loki smirked and raised an eyebrow. "This, my dear brother, is the Amulet of Power. With it, I have become the most powerful god in all of Asgard." Gasps of astonishment filled the hall as the gods watched in awe. Odin's one eye narrowed as he studied Loki. "Loki, where did you find such a thing?" Loki spun a tale of his heroic adventure, exaggerating every detail to make it seem more incredible. He described his battle with the dragon and how he had outwitted it to claim the amulet. The gods were captivated by his story, and their admiration for Loki grew with each word. They couldn't believe their eyes as Loki demonstrated his newfound powers, performing feats of magic and strength that left them all speechless. Odin, however, remained silent. He watched his son with a knowing look, his mind working to unravel the truth behind Loki's charade. As the night went on, the festivities continued, and Loki reveled in the attention and adoration of the other gods. But deep down, he couldn't help but feel a pang of guilt for deceiving them all. Later that night, when the celebrations had died down and the gods retired to their chambers, Odin confronted Loki in his private quarters. The All-Father's stern gaze bore into Loki's soul. "Loki," Odin said, "I see through your tricks and illusions. The amulet you wear is not what it seems." Loki's grin faltered, and he knew he had been caught. "You always were the clever one, Father." Odin sighed, a mix of disappointment and affection in his eyes. "You have a great gift for mischief, my son, but you must learn to use it wisely. Deception and trickery are not the path to true power." Loki reluctantly removed the amulet, and it returned to its inert state. "I only wanted to make them see me as more than just the god of mischief." Odin placed a hand on Loki's shoulder. "You are more than that, my son. You are capable of greatness, but it must come from within, not from the trinkets of power. You have a place in Asgard, and you are loved for who you are." Loki nodded, his mischievous nature chastened for the moment. He had learned a valuable lesson about the true nature of power and the importance of self-acceptance. In the days that followed, Loki's reputation in Asgard began to change. He still played his pranks and tricks, but he did so with a newfound sense of purpose and wisdom. He no longer sought power through deceit, but instead embraced his role as the god of mischief, bringing laughter and chaos to the lives of the gods. And so, in the realm of Asgard, Loki continued to be the enigmatic and unpredictable deity that he was born to be. But he did so with a deeper understanding of himself and his place in the pantheon of gods. The Amulet of Power was returned to its resting place, guarded by the dragon once more, and Loki found his true strength in the acceptance of his own unique identity.